They fuck with the sound, nigga. Hey, so I start rapping on conscience. Did the shit with no sponsors. I put in work in a Hyundai. Dropping that bitch on a Sunday. I put in work, imported beat out of Sweden. Killing it bit for no reason. I put in work, I put in work, I put in work, I put in work, I put in work.
Hey, what's good, YouTube? This is your favorite trainer, AP, with the King Tut experiment. There are 3 categories that affect our health and wellness journey: movement, meals, and metabolism. We're going to try to break down each and every one of those categories into smaller, more digestible content for y'all. But today we have our first video, first series on metabolism called Metabolics 101. Before we get into this information, do me a favor, hit the like button, yes. Hit the subscribe button, yes, because I'm trying to blow up in these YouTube streets. I'm not playing no games with y'all, man. Do that for me real quick. Appreciate it. All right, so my first recommendation, it doesn't matter if you are a beginner, an intermediate, or an advanced individual in your health and fitness journey. I would recommend that you understand what your BMR and or your RMR is. BMR stands for basal metabolic rate. RMR stands for resting metabolic rate. Okay, so what is that? So imagine if you're home all day long, right? It's your birthday. It's your it's a holiday. You're sick, whatever the case may be. But you decide this day, I'm not doing nothing. You're gonna sit on your bum, be a sloth, be a useless member of society. We've all been there before. Okay, all day long for 8 hours, 12 hours, 24 hours. Watch your favorite show, Game of Thrones, Power, whatever. Right? You are still burning energy during that period of time, but you are inactive, so it's considered to be your resting metabolic rate. Your BMR, your basal metabolic rate, your vital organs require certain energy to function. Your heart still has to beat, your brain still has to think, your liver, your kidney, your muscles, right? All of those vital organs still require energy to function and function effectively as well. So that's considered your basal metabolic rate. Okay, so you should find that out, and that information will help you make help you create a more strategic plan when it comes to your nutrition and your metabolic strategy for success. Okay. The second thing I would recommend is that you try to understand how fast or how slow your metabolism is. People who are typically on the faster side of the spectrum either have goals that are more in line with gaining weight, or have goals that are in line with maintaining lean muscle mass. Okay, people who have who are the other end of the spectrum, the slower end of the spectrum, typically have goals that are more weight loss in nature. Okay, but it's important to figure out, or you might be average, right? I don't know. It's important to figure out where you fall and then create a strategy from that point. Okay, and from what your body is telling you physiologically, as opposed to seeing what somebody else is doing. The third component of that is to understand if you are a fat burner or if you are a carb burner. There are pros and cons to both of those concepts. I will review that in more detail in other videos of this series. Okay, but essentially, there is 1 gram of protein to every 4 calories. There is 1 gram of carbs to every 4 calories. That's fair. But there is 1 gram of fat to every 9 calories. Damn, that don't sound right, bro. But it is right, because naturally we're meant to use fat as our more natural source of fuel, right? So our body typically hoards more fat than any other of the other macronutrients. Okay, so if we eat in excess, our body will store the rest as fat. If we eat less than we need, our body will convert the other macronutrients, so sugar and protein, into fat, so that we have enough fuel for our vital organs to function effectively. The best way to find all this information is to have a resting metabolic analysis also known as a resting metabolic assessment, performed on you. It takes about 15 minutes at the most to get done. There is a procedure or a protocol you have to follow before you get your assessment done, but that will give you all this information, and you're able then to create a strong strategy to ensure success in whatever your goals are. Alternatively, I will put some information in the comment stream to find out what your BMR or your RMR is mathematically. I will give this warning though. It's based off of your gender, your age, and your height typically. Okay. We both know that, or everyone should know that two people might be the same age, the same sex, and the same height, but those two people have very different hormonally, very different physiologically, okay, and very different in terms of their activity. So their BMR and their RMR, even though they have similar factors, may be drastically different. So ultimately, the best way to get this information is to perform a resting metabolic analysis and then take it from there. If you cannot perform this analysis now, using the calculator would be your next the best option to have something to go on. If you're in the DMV area, let me know. I have ways to get you assessed. If you're elsewhere, let me know as well. I can find sources that will assist you in getting your assessment done. But that's all I have for you today. Catch you in the next video. Appreciate your time. I'm out. Be easy.
Me, darling, I go fight for your rights. I go die for you.